In this school, only two colors were allowed, black and white. The moment you stepped through the school gates, any color on your body would gradually fade away. The rules here were extremely strict. If a teacher caught you with any other color, the consequences could be dire. Today was Annie's first day, and she had no idea about any of this. Her lipstick slipped from her hand and fell to the floor, but luckily her classmate reacted fast and hid it. Otherwise, things could have gotten really messy. Right then, the Dean of Discipline walked into the classroom and demanded to search every student's bag. Annie protested, "That's my personal privacy," but it didn't make a bit of difference. The Dean forcibly grabbed her bag, dumped everything onto the floor, and snapped angrily, "Now tell me, are you going to obey or not?" Annie said nothing. The Dean stormed out in a rage, but the second she left, Annie sat right at the front of the classroom and put on her bright red lipstick. At lunch, her classmate immediately warned her that the teachers here were extremely dangerous. Just a few days ago, a girl who defied a teacher got beaten bloody with a blackboard eraser. A boy tried to film it but got caught too. Both were locked in the school's black room, and to this day, nobody knew if they were still alive. But hearing this didn't scare Annie. Instead, she became curious about the black room. Just then, the Dean walked back into the cafeteria. When she spotted Annie's red lipstick, she exploded with fury. Truth was, she wanted to wear that lipstick herself. In her rage, she punished Annie by making her stand on the playground and ordered her to recite all the school rules. But as Annie read them, she burst out laughing. Her classmates thought she'd lost it. The Dean was drawn over and approached her. Then Annie did something nobody expected. She pulled out a lighter and burned the rule book, saying, "I've read all 427 rules, but not a single one applies to me." After that, she was dragged to the black room. Inside, desperate pleas echoed constantly. It was those two students whose fate had been unknown. After enduring torment for some time, both kids had become silent and completely submissive. Now it was Annie's turn. The punishment turned out to be blasting the school rules on repeat through a loudspeaker right next to her ear. Annie found it almost funny and even felt a little sleepy. The next day, Annie showed up in the classroom completely fine, wearing a bow in her hair. She rallied everyone to break the rules together. When the Dean heard this, she was furious and locked Annie in the black room again, this time flooding it with blinding lights to torture her eyes. Annie didn't care at all. The next day, she returned to class with her hair dyed a striking red. Her classmates started seeing her as their inspiration. Not long after, a transfer student arrived, Annie's nemesis, Jessie. Jessie claimed she could help take down Annie and said she'd already infiltrated their chat group and gotten the full list of members. Using the list, the Dean rounded up every student who followed Annie. Jessie earned the Dean's trust, went into her office, and found confidential documents that she handed over to Annie. They contained detailed evidence of the Dean's embezzlement. She then threw all the documents out the window for everyone to see. In the end, the students seized the Dean and made her write down every crime she'd committed. Have you ever dealt with a Dean like that?